We're trying. So it's the first meeting of the month, and this is the fourth time we've done this. We've developed a few traditions, which is a little clue to what's coming next. One of those traditions is that we start off the first meeting of the month with a nice little reception in the foyer out there, hosted by the fabulous Bert George, who brought in the beer today. Thank you so much, past President Bert, for that. That was terrific. Another one of our traditions is at the first meeting of every month, we've got our Rotary Sip and Snack Squad, which is headed up by Kelly Dipple and Emily Rubicalva, and they are bringing in some treats to share with us from a local business. That will happen at the end of the meeting. Kelly, are you, is now a good time, or should we, we'll do it at the end. Yeah, we'll do it at the end, okay. And last but not least, because it's one of my favorite parts of the first meetings, is we are, this year, one of our sponsors, the speakers, we're making a donation in the name of Children's Musical Theater, and we're giving them some money that the president has in a discretionary fund to support them. And every first meeting of the month, we've been welcoming a superstar from Children's Musical Theater to perform. CMT's 58th season is about to begin next month. It's the first Rising Star production of the season will be a Broadway classic, Fiddler on the Roof, hence the reference to tradition. This production features performers who are ages 11 to 15. And today, folks, we'd like to welcome Ethan Mtg, who will be playing the role of Tevye the Milkman, which is the lead role in that show. Ethan has been performing with CMT since he was 8 years old and is currently a sophomore at Lee High School. Folks, please welcome Ethan Mtg.
Oh Lord, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, that it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. Would it? It'd have been so terrible if I had a small fortune, if I were a rich man. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba biddy 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 bidum. If I were a bitty bitty rich, yidle diggle 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 man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. The most important men in town would come to fun on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you'd please, Reb Tevye, pardon me, Reb Tevye, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Wouldn't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. I would discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba-dee-bee-dee-bee-dee-bee-dee-bee-dee-bee-dum. Lord who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
Thank you. Fabulous. Give it up for Ethan Muchnick. That was terrific. Thank you so much. Terrific. All right. I saw your mother over there cavelling. Cavelling means basking with pride. That's nice. Okay, let's see what we've got next here, folks. We've got the traveling mics with Melody Walsh and Kelsey Donlan, whom we'll be seeing later. Melody, let's start with you. Welcome back. Your sponsor is who?
Hi, Matt. My sponsor is Elizabeth Monley.
Oh, terrific.
And
Well,
I'm
okay.
closing out my red badge year, so
Terrific.
I'm so
Well, look
excited.
forward to giving you the blue badge. And Kelsey, talk to us. Who's your sponsor? And we're
My
going to learn more about
sponsors
you a
are
little bit.
Nancy Williams and Dan Orloff, and I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum, being introduced shortly.
Terrific. Exactly. So we will look forward to that in a moment. So Rotarians with guests, if you'd please rise, and we'll get the traveling mugs to you to do introductions. While we're getting situated for that, I'm wearing my pink today. Several folks have said, I like your pink. Why are you wearing pink? Well, it is October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And based on what I read and whatnot, there's probably not a person in the room who hasn't been touched by breast cancer, either themselves or with a loved one. So if you got some pink in your wardrobe, this is the month to pull it out. So thank you. James Williams, take it away.
Thank you. James Williams. I'm happy to introduce Michael Gallagher. Michael lives in downtown. This is his second visit to our club meeting, and he's the former superintendent of the Sunnyvale School District.
Terrific. Welcome. We'll stay over here, which is consistent with the cameras. Hello, sir.
Greetings, President Matt. I would like to introduce my friend, Meredith Ahern, and, sorry? Ahern, sorry. Yep. Meredith and I have not seen each other since bus number 9 back in 5th grade. She's a
Wow.
graduate from Los Gatos High School, but she moved across the Pacific Ocean with her husband, and they live in New Zealand now. And she is a proud Rotarian. She even brought her badge with her today.
Wonderful. Love it. Love it. Terrific. Well, welcome. And you are Jeff Pole, who heads up our social media and was often on the piano. So thank you, Jeff. We've got Nancy right next to you, I think.
Thank you, President Matt. I'm pleased to introduce, on behalf of my niece, Kelsey Donlan, who will be introduced later, her family and my family as well, because I said niece, Kelsey Donlan. Okay, got that?
I got it. Yes,
This
we're
is
with you.
my lovely sister, Julie Donlan, my little sister, who I wasn't nice to her, I'm sorry. Her lovely husband, Greg Donlan, caterer extraordinaire, and her partner, Kartik Manin. Money, okay, got that. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome.
All right, take care.
I think Matt Bell is up next, if I've got this right. Matt Bell is right. Oh, or did Richard? No, I think Matt Bell right here. Hi, Matt.
Hi, President Matt. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Pleased to introduce my dear friend and former colleague when I was at Cristo Rey San Jose Jesuit High School, Mr. Joe Albers.
Welcome. Thank you. And Matt, I don't know if that's pink or red, but we give you full credit for it because I like it. Well done. Okay. Here we go. Megan, hello. Environmental sustainability, right here.
Right here. Hello, President Breaker, Megan Fluke. My sponsor is the great Rod Diridon. I am happy to introduce my guest, Harold Meyer, my best friend's little brother, visiting from Los Angeles. He's also the interim executive director of Foster Nation, which serves youth transitioning out of the foster system. I'm happy to have him here.
Terrific. Welcome so much. Amy Pizarro, hello.
President Matt, I'm pleased that we brought some people to see our guest speaker today from San Jose Evergreen Community College District and Evergreen Valley College, and I'd love to have them stand and quickly say who you are and what you do.
Terrific.
Hello, I am Ryan Brown. I'm the Public Information Officer in our Chancellor's office in downtown San Jose. Welcome.
I am Carmina Mendoza. I'm a board member at the San Jose Evergreen Community College District Foundation.
Welcome.
Tony Alexander, trustee, San Jose Evergreen Community College District, and also on the board of the San Jose Foundation, Community College Foundation.
I'm Josh Cello. I'm also on the board of the San Jose Evergreen Community College District Foundation, and I'm the CEO of Bill Wilson Center.
Terrific.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lucia Duarte, and I just graduated from Evergreen Valley College this last May, and I just transferred to San Jose State as well. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Delvon Bang, and I recently graduated from Evergreen Valley College as well, major in computer engineering at San Jose State.
Really proud of our students. Hello, I'm Beatriz Chaides, the Chancellor for San Jose Evergreen Community College District.
Good afternoon. I am Vinicio López, the EVC President, and I will be your keynote this afternoon. And then I also want to introduce my lovely wife of 26 years as well. She's over here in the corner.
Welcome, that's terrific. Welcome to you all, so glad you're here. Steve Prouty.
Okay. Well, thank you, President Matt, and I am wearing my pink.
I love it, I love it.
And I'd like to introduce my guest. Well, first I'd like to tell you, honor my sponsor, the Honorable Shirley Lewis.
Yes, let's hear it for Shirley Lewis. Yes.
Reflection on her. My guest today is Kyla Fernandez. Kyla is a certified financial planner with California Financial Advisors.
Terrific, welcome. Okay. Kelly Tip, oh my God, full-on witch in the back row. Look out, here we go. We're getting close to
Hello,
Halloween.
everybody. It is my great honor to introduce to you, would you guys like to stand? So we have here Jamie and her beautiful daughter, Genesis. Jamie is a caterer extraordinaire. We used to work together when I did the broomstick ball. She would do these extraordinary desserts, which are just fantastic. She's located right around the corner here, catering, desserts. Would you like to say a little something?
Food truck, corporate catering, meetings, you name it, packaged desserts, anything custom, we do it.
I'm hungry already. Here we go.
So Jamie and Holy Cannoli are doing our treats today for the Sip and Snack Squad. You guys are in for a treat. The little witch hat may give it away and the decorations. Just so you guys know, back during COVID, Jamie opened up her heart and her home, and she was the one that did a ton of meals for the first responders. Huge heart, huge, huge gift. Thank you.
Terrific, welcome. Well, thank you so much for the gifts, the treats. Look forward to sharing them. Okay, do we have, here we go. We got one more right over here.
Hi, President Matt.
Hello.
Stephanie Ligsay. My sponsor is Larry Stone. I would like to, yes, I don't even know if he's here. I haven't seen him. So.
Doesn't matter, we still boo.
Yes. I would like to introduce Gina Zari. She is a political director at Santa Clara County Association of Realtors, and this is her second time here.
Oh, welcome, wonderful. We know what that means, I love it. Thank you to everyone who brought guests. Guests are the wonderful way to introduce members to our club. I encourage everyone to bring guests, and thank you to all of those who did, and welcome to our guests. Okay, the Peace Monument, folks. We sent out a letter this week talking about the Peace Monument, hoping to provide some clarity on how we got to where we are, answering some of the questions, and providing a timeline for what's going forward. And for those who haven't had a chance to read it or are just tuning in now, just want to take a quick second to sort of bring people up to speed. The Peace Monument. So Diane Brandenburg, who is a incredibly philanthropic, she and her husband, and she, since her husband passed, member of our community, has done amazing things in our community. She, a while back, maybe more than a year ago, decided she was going to put together and commission a 18-foot bronze Peace Monument that would be gifted to the city of San Jose and placed in Arena Green. And here is what a picture of it looks like. And that process is going forward. It's going to be presented to the City Council. It's on the consent calendar for October 7th, and then, assuming that goes as expected, the city manager would then begin negotiating the process of receiving the monument and its placement at the Arena Green. Last spring, Diane, who is, in addition to being a fabulous member of our community, is an incredibly generous and good friend to Rotary. She was last year's primary sponsor to the gala, and she's agreed to do so again this year. She approached Rotary and she asked Rotary if we'd like to be a part of making this happen. And the boards got together and they decided that this was something that, yes, we'd like to present, that they'd like to present to the club. And Diane's proposal is that Rotary would contribute $300,000, which would be from our foundation or our endowment, which would go to long-term care, an endowment for that, then to partner with Diane in raising what is needed to complete the project and the mostly landscaping, $1.2 million to do that, primarily from outside from the broader San Jose community. We would serve as the fiscal agent for those funds raised, and then we would receive the naming rights to the monument such that it would be called either Rotary, the Rotary Peace Monument or the Rotary Club of San Jose Peace Monument, name to be decided later, but our name would be on it. And we had originally scheduled a vote for today, and we have a vote because when we're spending more than $100,000, the bylaws say, as it should, we take it to the club for a vote, for the club to decide as a whole whether or not this is something we are wanting to do and interested in doing. And we are now scheduling that vote for October 29th because the boards are doing their due diligence, as of course they should, in buttoning down certain things, but most importantly, wanted to give the club an opportunity to make sure they had a chance to hear have all of their questions answered, and have a chance to discuss it, think about it, deliberate, discuss it with their friends and fellow Rotarians. And to that end, we have put together a FAQ, frequently asked questions document that was with the email. It's on the table today that has many of the questions all the questions I've heard to date are there with the answers put forward. And we also have on the table today a 3x5 card. I encourage you, ask questions. Put the question out there. We'll put it up on the FAQ with the answer to it. You don't need to put your name on it if you don't want to. If you have views on it that you'd like to share, why you love it or concerns you have, please put it on the card so that we can share those as well with the club. I've been listening to people. I hear many people say positive things. I hear some people that have some concerns. Many of the concerns are attempted to be addressed in the FAQ and are addressed, I believe, there. So you should definitely take a look at it. But on October 29th, we as a club will decide whether or not we wish this to be the Rotary Peace Monument or some name thereof. But I'm encouraging everyone to take the time to learn about it, to ask the questions, and to consider it. So I wanted to update everyone on that process. Next up, today's a day of updates. I'm just giving everyone a warning. Another thing is the Rotary Play Garden. I announced maybe a month ago that we were having the 10-year anniversary, which I think was on September 13th. I went there, several Rotarians went there. It was a nice event, but this crown jewel of our club, in all honesty, did not look great. It needed a lot of work, a lot of repair. For example, the wonderful water feature that's at the center of the club was not working. There were other things. So the wonderful John Ball, who's instrumental in making it happen, has put together a steering committee to fix this. This is our brand out there, and he and this steering committee, which has past President Bert George on it, Mike Block, it has many other Rotarians on it, are going to be out working with the Guadalupe Conservancy and the city to fix this, to make it right, to get these things done. And I just wanted everyone to know that we're on it, most capable person on it with others, to make that happen. And I will be reporting back as we go. For good news, the water fixture, which wasn't working that day. Carl Salas stepped right in and got his own engineer out there, which isn't the way it should be going. People doing this on their own. Guadalupe Conservancy should be doing it. But the water feature is up and running now, so good news on that. We're making progress, and I have no doubt John and the others will keep us moving forward in that direction. Okay, let's move on to having a little fun, shall we? We've got our new member introductions. Kelsey Donnellan, where are you? Is she in the house? We know she is because she's here. Come on up with your sponsor. Nancy Williams, and oh my God, did I hear a phone? Oh my God, that's the easiest find in America. Where is it? Where is it? Someone's working surreptitiously, okay. And Dan Orloff, co-sponsor, I love it. Okay, well thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to all our sponsors. We're gonna have a little fun with them in a moment. Kelsey's full bio on the website, in the lobby, and on social media. But in order to create some connections here and maybe make some friendships, we know what we're doing. It's time. Everybody on your feet for this little activity here. Please step forward, Kelsey. For those of you who don't know the routine, so we're going to play a little either-or game. I'm going to ask a series of questions, either-or questions, of Kelsey. If you have the same answer, stay standing. If you have a different answer, take a seat, but keep listening because you may have other things in common. In the process, we're going to find out who's got some things in common and hopefully create some connections here. Are you folks ready? Kelsey, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number one. And in full disclosure, you know, we try to tie some things from the biography as well as some things out. So here we go. First one up. Would you rather be paddleboarding or hiking?
Paddleboarding.
That's okay. We got some paddle. We're going for it. Let's hope we don't lose the whole crowd here. Okay. Ooh, okay. Dog, cat, or neither?
Dog. Oh.
Okay. Okay. Work for money or work for a cause?
Work for a cause.
We got the money makers. I like this number right there. If you are standing, please come up and introduce yourself to Kelsey. Make a connection. Sit with her at the meeting. Tell her what committees you're involved in. Invite her to join those committees and be with you on that. And with that, can I have everyone please stand and give us our traditional Rotary welcome?
Thank you. I'm very much looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you and working together to make my home and your home a better place for everyone.
Terrific. Thank you so much. Welcome. Yeah, let's get a photo here. Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. Sticking with the fun theme, fun as I define it, we've got our little game about let's transition to microphones here. I'm sensing fear already, and I have to say, I kind of like it. We've got our fun little game here of who gets to be a generous Rotarian. So just to remind everyone, we've got the fabulous Bert George wheel here. It's a wonderful sound to it, isn't it, folks? 24 numbers on it. We've got a computer-generated list here with names. I was quite delighted. I did look it over. I was quite delighted to see my own sister, Audrey Fox, on the list. So no one's safe. So we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to, for a certain dollar figure, we'll see whose number comes up. Is Leslie in the house? Leslie, I'm going to give you the privilege. How much should we spin the wheel for? There you go. Yes, you're on the list. $1,000. Are we ready, folks? $1,000. Now, just remember, folks, we're giving $1,000 person gets to be a generous Rotarian. This money goes to our endowment. This money is used to go to our committees and their incredible work. It goes out to our grant programs, right back into the community. This is just, you are making the community better. This is a good thing. So let's see which one of you is our lucky one. $1,000. We can do it. I like it. Is my name on it? I have to admit it wasn't on it this week. It will be at some point, but okay, here we go. Are we ready? Number 4. Oh my God, I love it. Jeff Faulkner. Is Jeff Faulkner in the house? Ah, Jeff Faulkner! One of my favorites. Oh, terrific, terrific. Now, folks, for those of you who don't know Jeff, I hope you do, Jeff's a friend of mine. He's a fabulous Rotarian, and truth be told, he's already an incredibly generous Rotarian. He and his wife, Cindy, have given, what are you guys? So, I forget the level you're at, but you're a very high level giver to the foundation. They've given a lot of money to in turn our community, but he's also out in the field doing incredible things. He's a member of our photography committee. You'll see him at least once a month, camera in hand, taking pictures of all of us, documenting our meetings. And some of you may know he makes a mean Manhattan, best Manhattan. Yeah, he does. And he is an incredible chef. He is involved in the culinary and hospitality committee. Usually takes on the entree event. I've had the privilege of eating lots of his food. He's fabulous. So, Jeff, yeah, we laid it on thick. Are you ready to be a generous Rotarian with $1,000 this month? Are you ready? He's on board, of course. Give it up for Jeff Faulkner. And you know what else? I've got a challenge coin for you, Jeff, which is, we're giving out challenge coins this year. They've got the Showtime theme on one end, and they've got the Rotary wheel on the other, going out to leaders, people who do amazing things in the name of Rotary. And even especially, I happen to know, Jeff, you collect these things, so I can't wait to give it to you. So thank you, Jeff. All right, I like it. That was good. Okay. While we're sticking with these little things we like to do, what is this, you ask? Is Ellenberg in the house? No, he's not. This is the old-fashioned jury wheel, where you take the names, you throw it in the thing, you spin it up, pull out the name, see who's the lucky person who gets to be in the jury. Well, what we're doing is we've had a little competition. I hope you know that this has been going on for membership, the lifeblood of our club. So if you are a sponsor, for the first quarter of the year, we've got your name here. Let me just read it off to us. I want to say thank you to our sponsors. We've got Heather Lerner, Rod Diradon, Tom Bondi, Dave Cowan, Daniel Sasueta, Ginger Pajeska, Nancy Williams, Ray Watts, Steve Ellenberg, Daniel Sasueta, Matt Robin, Rod Diradon, and Dan Orloff. Those are our sponsors. Thank you to all of them. Yeah, let's give it up for the sponsors. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put all the names in the wheel. Well, that is it. That is exactly correct, because, let me get this working. Good point, past, present, can. Here's how that works. Each time you sponsor someone, your name goes down there. So if you sponsored 4 people, like Rod Diradon, you've got an increased number of times to win this. And what are you winning? You ask. It's not just for fun. Thank you, Scott Seafood. $100 gift certificate to Scott Seafood. So thank you, Sammy and Scott Seafood. Let's do it. Let's see who the winner is, shall we? Am I the only one to join this? Okay, here we go. Right here. Daniel Sasueta, are you in the house? Past President Fernando would like to take it in his honor. Tomorrow. If he doesn't pick it up by tomorrow, we will rerun. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Past President Fernando. Wonderful. Okay, terrific. And thank you, Scott Seafood. We will have another drawing at the end of the next quarter, so get out there and sponsor folks for new membership. We love our new members. Okay, let's see. Couple other announcements. Yom Kippur starts tonight, so if you're celebrating that holiday like I am, that's where we atone for our sins and we fast. I wish everyone an easy fast since we atone for our sins. Yes, I will be there early, and I will definitely have my pin on, so I wanted to say that. We've been doing great things out in the community. I wanted to update you on all of them. Our Unhoused Impact Committee is out at work. About a month ago, there's Irene, who's the leader of our community, of that committee. They were at, my God, I'm having say it again? Okay, they were at the men's shelter, and they went out and they were preparing meals for the unhoused there. Those are the folks that are out there. It was terrific, great event. So thank you to that committee for serving our broader community in the name of Rotary. We also had service to seniors. And the PAWS committee got together and went to a senior community and brought the animals and spent some time with those folks. Kelly Dipple leads Service to Seniors. Dagmar and Lisa lead up the PAWS committee. So thank you to them for getting out there and helping. That's what we need here. There we go. Yeah, so they were out with kids and whatnot. It was great. And then also PAWS did it again last week. They got out for the pack walk committee. They were walking their animals, so terrific for the PAWS committee. It's a good month for Rotary, good month for service. We've got some great events coming up. We have about 5 or 6 club-wide events a year. And the first one that we've got coming up is next Friday. The International Service Committee is putting on their annual International Feast event next Friday, October 10th, 5 to 8 at the Gordon House. This is a wonderful event, folks. Not only because it's a lot of fun and fellowship, they bring out the international food, there's going to be music there, it's gay camaraderie, but it has a service component as well. The money that we are raising through that event is going to be donated to equip therapy rooms for children with intellectual challenges in Poland and Ukraine. So I encourage you, come out to that event. I'm going to be there. It's a lot of fun, and it's to a good cause. Sign-ups will be out in the lobby, so please sign up and attend that. Another club-wide event that we're having is the October 15th. We've got the Lee Weimer's Emerging Artists Awards at the Hammer Theater. One of my favorite events of the year. The Lee Weimer's Committee is giving out awards and scholarships to artists in various avenues. It's at the Hammer Theater. It's a great event, not only for us, but for guests to come. Sign up. There's a QR code out there. It's right here if you want to take it from here. But I encourage everyone to come to that fabulous event for guests as well. And we'll be talking about this more in the future, but November 11th, we have the Veterans Day Parade that we'll be participating in, and we'll hear from the Military Care Committee shortly about that. But some things to put on your calendar to participate in Rotary and get involved in the community. So put those down if you would. Next week's speaker is Abby Maxman, talking about To Serve Best, a call to courageous, inclusive leadership in a changing world. That's going to be great. And today, our speaker is Vinicio López, Evergreen Community Valley College at 50, Shaping Futures, Strengthening Community. And I was wondering if I didn't have one. Amy Pizarro will doing the introduction. Show a little love to Amy, and there we go.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Rotarians. I am so delighted to introduce you to my colleague, Dr. Vinicio López, the president of Evergreen Valley College. As many of you know, community colleges are one of the greatest engines of opportunity in our country. They transform the lives of students, their families, and their communities. Dr. López is leading Evergreen Valley College into its 50th year, and with that, he's bringing over 25 years of experience in almost every aspect of community college. But what stands out most is his dedication to equity, to mentorship, and to ensuring that all students, especially the most vulnerable ones, can succeed. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. López.
Thank you very much. That's
Moving forward right there.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everybody. So I do want to acknowledge the invitation from the Rotary Club this afternoon. I also want to acknowledge my colleagues here in attendance, Amy, the invitation from Mr. Cowan, Chancellor Chaidez, and the San Jose Evergreen Community College District. And I would be remiss without acknowledging my lovely wife of 26 years. So she's also here in the audience. So what I'm going to talk about this afternoon is the influence of Evergreen Valley College and the influence that it's had over the years. The school opened in 1975. And so we've had a huge impact on the lives of many human beings in San Jose. I also want to share a little bit about myself because I think it would be great for you to know who is leading the institution, which I consider the best institution, not only in the region, but in the state and even in the nation. I'd like to start off with a little quote. And this quote says, "Leaving a legacy is about planting seeds in a garden that you're never going to see." And oftentimes we think about the work that we're doing and the influence of the work that we're doing, and we don't see it, but we hear about it either 15 years down the road or 20 years down the road. And so for me, where did it start? My mother and father, they immigrated to this country from Puerto Rico and Mexico. My father arrived here in 1956, and my mother arrived in 1959. They met at the Floor Shame Shoe Factory in Chicago, Illinois, where they were working with immigrants from all over the world. We were a working class family. When when I was 11 years old, my mother and father separated and divorced. So we went from being middle class to living in poverty. It was my mother, my brother, and myself. So I've included an image of my grandmother as well. When she immigrated here to this country, she was 47 years old. And this was me and her in about 1973, 1974. And the reason why I have that is because she's probably the reason why I am here right now. My grandmother, when she was in her late 40s, early 50s, wanted to learn English. So she would go to learn English at the local community college in the evenings. And I don't know how this 4'11" woman who was hard and very stern, who walked with a purse in one hand and in the other hand it was her either rosary at the time, and then it became her Holy Bible. And I remember walking to ESL classes with her at night, and we'd be walking and she would be telling me about, like, what did you learn this morning in your school? And she would also tell me, you better not embarrass me in class, or else when we leave class, you're going to get it. But what was really impactful for me was the influence of those evening ESL courses, where there was immigrants from Asia, Latin America, Africa, all over the world, and they were there for a common goal: to learn English and to hopefully have another life. And who knows, a lot of those folks are probably now, doctors, architects, engineers, and more. The road was not easy for me. A mother who works 60 hours a week in factories, raising, 2 boys on her own wasn't easy at all. And I think the fact that I was able to attend a community college also helped as well. But I must share that the road was not easy because for me, having to learn English as a second language, I had learning disabilities. I suffered from anxiety, depression. I was racially profiled in college. And probably the hardest obstacle of my life was overcoming a 19-year addiction. Excuse me. And so that really helped who I am now. And so attending a local community college was really life impacting for me, because that was my legacy school, where all of you or individuals have legacy universities, right? Well, my legacy school was a local community college, and that really helped me, in what I wanted to do. So the education that I got, the life history that I got, in the lived experiences were extremely, extremely impactful for me. And now when I lead, I try to lead with heart and humanity, and I lead with integrity, and I try to mentor other human beings, because it's not about us. The legacy that we lead is about how we help other human beings. It's about having work ethic. It's about having courage. And it's really about helping other human beings. And I share all this with you because as I've learned more wisdom and also matured over the years, I'm not afraid to share who I am and what I lived. I mean, I could have been one drink or one high away from living on the streets. And I think everybody has the opportunity to flourish in this world. And the legacy that I want to lead is I want to help pull the magic out of other human beings and help them and nurture them and watch all of them succeed in this life. So a little bit about EVC. EVC opened in 1975. We've been open for exactly 50 years, and these are some of the early pictures of EVC. So if we can go back to 1975 right now, I'm wearing a leisure suit, I'm wearing platform shoes, and I'm addressing the original faculty and the original employees of Evergreen Valley College, and I'm telling them, you've just opened the door to 3,000 students, but in 2025, you're going to open the door to thousands more from over 70 countries in the world. You're going to be a launching pad for engineers and nurses and entrepreneurs and mathematicians and scientists and athletes and elected officials in San Jose. You're going to be a place where women are valued and they're respected and where they're leaders at our college. We're going to be a place where we honor those who are undocumented students and those who are living lives that some of us may not agree with. We're going to be a place where 1 in 4 are Asian, 1 in 4 are Latino, and we're going to be a place where this entire city of San Jose is completely impacted. And I'm addressing the folks in 1975, and I'm telling them, and in 2025, you're going to see a place where EVC is led by the child of immigrants from Puerto Rico and Mexico who was told he wasn't going to do it. And the lasting legacy of those in 1975 is that they have made a culture of access and of excellence that really is alive here in 2025. So now we go to 2025, and this is EVC now. And EVC has so many programs in workforce education. We have nursing and automotive and manufacturing and healthcare. We have associates in science and arts. We're the number 3 ranked community college in Northern California, and we're the number 6 ranked community college in California. And we have majors in psychology and biology and international business and accounting and more. And we have arts and music. We confer over 1,000 AAASs per year, and they go on to San Jose State, Santa Clara, and Stanford, and Harvard, and the UCs. And we also have athletics and Umoja programs and Enlace, international education. We serve those who are in the military as well. We have mental health services. We have a food bank. We have a cafe. We have a loan laptop program. And we have all of these services available to all. And through all of these wonderful academic programs and more, the number one thing that we do is how we impact the lives of human beings. And I want to highlight a few human beings here. I want to introduce you to Delvon Jones. His family were members of the Rolling 60s gang in Los Angeles. At the age of 25, he left Los Angeles with only $600 in his pocket. He went up here to San Jose. He slept in his car. He showered at 24-hour Fitness. He persevered. He worked hard. He enrolled at Evergreen Valley College. And through the help of faculty members and administrators and helpers at the college, he flourished. He went on and he got not 1 degree, not 2 degrees, he got 3 degrees in computer science, in communication studies, and also mathematics. And this is a shot of him at the Umoja celebration in May, and he had just gotten there because he had just gotten a job at the Intel Corporation. And now he's attending San Jose State University, and he's majoring in computer engineering. And now I'd like you to meet Lucia Duarte. Lucia realized that a high school education wasn't enough. And in her 40s, she said, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to get an education. In education, it's never too late to learn. And she's a mother of 4 children. And through it all, she persevered as well, like all EVC students do. She was afraid that it was going to be hard, and she wasn't sure if she would be accepted on campus or not. Again, like all EVC students, she hustled, she worked hard, and she was an honor society student. And she's majoring in communication studies at San Jose State as well. So give it up to Lucia. And then lastly, we have Ngoc Quang. He immigrated here from Vietnam. He was 18 years old. He had to learn English as a second language. He had to work full-time. He was supporting his family as well. He was bullied because of his language and because of his culture. But again, like we do at EVC, we persevere, we hustle, we thrive, and we never give up. And he persevered, and he thrived, and he never gave up. And he worked hard, and he majored in biology. And in May, he got a full ride scholarship to UC Berkeley. So in closing, I just want to share that those of us who work at EVC see it on a daily basis in terms of how we influence lives and how we influence human beings. We're a place where we honor those who are on campus, whether it be the young individual who's 18 years old and right out of high school, the working adult who lost a job and is now at the college learning a new career, or the mother who's raising children on her own. This is why we do what we do at Evergreen Valley College. We are in it for those we serve, being the students at Evergreen. So in closing, I just want to leave you with a quote that says, "Live in a way that your life demands an explanation." And I truly believe that our examples here this morning are living in a way that their life demands an explanation. So with that, thank you so much for the opportunity. If you have any questions of myself or of them, let me know. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Vinicio. Wonderful, very inspiring. Time for some questions. If we have questions, traveling mics, anyone with any questions here today? Dave?
Hi.
Kimberly Mulcahy.
Kimberly Mulcahy.
not me. Do you ever see a world where Evergreen Community College or any community colleges would enter into the trade school education arena? It feels like that might be knowing that that's an area that is desperately needed as well, and you're already doing great education. Do you ever see that being a partner?
Well, yes, and at the moment, we do have, nursing is obviously one of our workforce areas. We have manufacturing, we have a Tesla program as well. And our sister college, which I'm sharing about my sister college, they have a few programs as well in cosmetology and other areas, right? Yeah. Thank you for that question.
Thank you, Dr. Lopez.
You're very welcome.
My question is similar. I mean, one way of educating the workforce of the future and what we need are trades.
Yes.
But also we see the impact of technology and AI and so on. So how do you see, for example, AI and how it has potential to replace people in the workforce, and how are you training your students to live in that world, the world 5-10 years from now?
Really good question. We're working on AI right now at the college. We're working on an AA degree and a partnership with the local university. I don't believe that it'll ever replace an individual who's in the classroom, because I think education is so personal, but I think that education is going to be reimagined in the future, and meaning that it may not be where you're offering regular semesters as we do right now. It may be more of, here's what I need. And so as educators, we have to be ready to change. We have to be willing to be flexible as well. And one of the young men here this afternoon was having a conversation about AI, and so I don't know if he has a response about that as well.
Wait 1 second, we got your mic.
So I started my internship with OpenAI in December, and from what I've talked to as far as friends over there, is that's why trade schools are so important, like electricians and so forth, because they're going to be the ones that work at the data centers so AI may take like a lot of soft skills, but that's why we do need those trades to come back, because those will be the ones that will be thriving, which weren't thriving, previously. And I do believe that EVC, we have a faculty in the engineering department called her name is Dr. Hornstein. Yes. Professor Hornstein, and she has developed certain certificates for students that can actually prepare them and adapt them for AI and certain skills like that. So they're thriving in that. So.
We've got Mark in the back over here. Thank you, yes.
Thank you, Dr. Lopez, for your presentation.
You're welcome.
You
Thank
mentioned that an important or a part of your student community are undocumented students.
Yes.
And so I wonder how Evergreen has been impacted by the current environment. What kind of steps have you taken in this context, and what kind of support are you getting to provide appropriate community for space for your students?
Really wonderful question. Thank you for that. We made a commitment early on to share with folks at the college that we are a place that is going to help them and support them, because oftentimes it's the only place in the city that a lot of them are safe. I'm very fortunate and blessed that I work with a wonderful marketing team, and we've actually had that opportunity to share information at the college. We have a website at the college which has unique resources and numbers that you can call as well.
Terry Chapman.
Thank you, Dr. Lopez, for that walk down memory lane. I enjoyed the platforms and leisure shoots, maybe a little bit. Anyway, so if you had someone from 25 years in the future here, What would you like to hear them say to the group that's here as to where the college is at that time?
I would like for them to say, we thank you for your $20 million donation.
Good answer, yes. Steve Powdy.
Well, thank you, Dr. Lopez. I'm a student who went away to university and at the end of the year got a letter, don't bother to come back. And I was all ready to join the military when a friend of mine said, no, go to community college and see how it is. And
Well done.
the environment at a community college is really conducive to students who haven't got it figured out yet. Maybe they've got the capability, ended up succeeding, but it's really teaching focused and student focused, as opposed to the university, which is research focused, and you're in big classrooms, halls with 400 students. So what are you doing to get the word out to those kids who are maybe not, they shouldn't be going to the university their first 2 years? How do you communicate to them that this is a great alternative?
Yeah, so we have a wonderful outreach team at the college that goes all over San Jose. We go to the local high schools and we share of what we offer at the college. We are at the local malls as well. And I think we also have a lot of word of mouth. I completely hear what you're saying in that I oftentimes hear folks in the neighborhood, even immediate family members who I argue with, because they're like, well, they have to go to UC or Stanford or Santa Clara or where I went to school. Yes, but the first 2 years, you're taking the same classes and you're spending thousands of dollars more for the same classes you're taking at a local community college. When you don't, and when you graduate, you don't tell folks, oh, I went to Evergreen or I went to San Jose City. You tell folks, hey, I went to Berkeley or UCLA or USC, et cetera. So I think there's this view that as adults, we're more, I think, invested in where the young ones go right off the bat. But for me, for example, I was low income and I could go to a community college, and I would encourage those who have the means, even if you have money to go to university, to explore the community college, because I also have seen many instances where a child goes to, Santa Clara or Loyola Marymount, and after 1 year they have a 1.0 GPA and they're out every night partying, and mom and dad are going, I'm paying all this money and you're getting a 1.0 GPA. So I think it's a mindset, and I think it's just a way for us to look at it. And like you were saying, the lecture halls, I'm very sorry for this, but I remember at UC San Diego when I went, I bought a few books and I never opened them, and I opened them up like 20 years later. I had them in my, because you don't have to attend all these huge lecture halls. And so at the community college, it's very intimate. You know your faculty member, you know who's there with you.
Wonderful, thank you. Let's hear it for Dr. Lopez. Thank you so much. Very inspiring talk. Stay right there.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you. That's terrific. Okay, we've got a couple minutes on the clock. Before we head out, I wanted to say, every week, getting this all to work up here is no small feat, and we've got 3 folks in the back that work their magic every week: Mike, Brian, and John. These meetings would not happen without them. I've got a challenge coin for each one of them, but thank you. They are fabulous to work with, and yeah, absolutely, let's give it up for them. And before you head out, just a reminder that in the lobby out there, we've got the Holy Cannoli gifts. So please pick one of those up from our Sip and Snack Squad. And there was a request last week, 2 weeks ago, to get some classic country music, so we're doing that. So today, we're going out with Waylon Jennings, Lukenbach, Texas, Back to the Basics of Love. I love it. I hope you do too. And with that, this show is over.
The only two